Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. And it's Memorial Day we're taping here doing. Kat, how you doing? Azalea Festival weekend.
Oh, yeah. I kept it pretty low-key this year, but I went out and watched the parade, and I saw a certain someone on a certain Pirate Fest float. And Junior was on the float, too, actually.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
This is his second year going through it. He loves doing the parade.
Oh, cool. Yeah. This is my first time in a few years of not being like in a float or a walking group and actually just being a spectator.
Yes.
So I got to take a break this year, which was actually quite nice. It was very restful.
Yeah, that's cool. But it was great seeing you guys out there. I saw everybody. I think. I haven't seen it in a long time, too. And I just saw people left and right out there. And it was just, like you said, the whole town.
Yeah.
But it was like, the float was awesome.
Cool.
Our pirate float. There was a lot of great floats, this year. I mean, when I was walking down, that's the one thing when you're on one, you don't get to see them,
Yeah, you don't get to see the whole spread unless,
they're pulled over somewhere and you go by and you go, hey, that was a cool looking float. Yeah. But we had fun. It was the Pirates of the Pacific Festival blasted it out. Last year we did it for CPP because the play that we were doing.
The Pirates play was happening.
The pirate play that was happening. But this year it was the Pirates of the Pacific Festival.
Cool.
And Chrissy and Aiden and, oh man, they just did a heck of a job on and all the people that were involved, they did a heck of a job on that ship. It was really awesome. I loved it.
Really nice.
And it was really fun. And then as I was telling you, I got to enjoy doing the Brookings Got Talent. First one, I was asked to be a judge. So I judged that. And on Sunday. And it was really cool. They wanted to talk about if we're going to do it again next year. And as I was telling you, yes, they are, because I won't be on the board, next year. I want to be a part of it, the Insider Southern Oregon. And as you mentioned, Three Penny, we'll be talking business and everything. I got to see what's going on, but it will be fun, to be a part of that. I really enjoyed that a lot. And I think it's got talent. So,
you got shows a little promise there.
Yeah, it shows a little promise there. I think that show's got that hope there, and I'd like to be a part of it. Very cool. So we'll have some fun with that. But
great.
So that's it. But busy weekend all weekend long. Oh my goodness.
Every year. I don't know why it stuns us every time, but it's just a whirlwind of activities just happening all weekend long. Like if you didn't get out and enjoy something, like you're truly trying to get away from it all.
And the weather was great.
Yeah.
I mean, because usually it's a iffy with the rain and around this time and everything, and we've been rained on before and everything is I remember those days.
I know.
So last few years have been great.
Been pretty
as
nice.
well. Yeah, it's been really nice. And a good crowd, and everybody showed up as usual. Yeah. Jeez, man, the town was hopping. So there we go. The Azalea Festival weekend was rocking, like always.
Always.
Yes, indeed.
So stalwart.
So I hope everybody had some fun, and we got a lot going on this next month going out for sure. But before we get going and let you know about all that stuff, we got to give love to the Oregon South Coast fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Market for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, you just go to kciw.org and you will be on your merry way. And hey, we got a music schedule for you. We're sliding into June here.
I was going to say, we're almost there. It's almost June time. So we'll start things off at the end of the month. The Mighty Steelheads are playing on the 31st at the One King Music Festival at 7 p.m.
Yes, and then Black GTO will be at on the 31st. There'll be a Port of Pints, 3 to 4.
And Disturbing the Peace is playing on the 30th at the Eureka Elks Lodge down in Humboldt County from 7:30 to 10:30.
If you have to be out there. There you go. And hey, Cisco will be playing on the 31st at the Brookings Harbor Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yes, and JD Drums is going to be playing on the 31st over at Groundlings Pizza in Gold Beach from 5 to 8.
And hey, Enerteca is finishing the month out with on the 20th. Their music starts on Fridays 7 and on Saturdays at 8. And on the 28th, they'll have Smoky Mare. On the 30th, it'll be Line Dance Night with Stephanie Latoure and the Reverbs. And then on the 31st, it'll be AMS. And they have a time for this one from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So there you go. Special time.
And let's take a look at some June dates. So Cisco is playing on the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th up at Whales Head from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Cisco's also playing on the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th at the Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. On the 19th, he'll be at Seaview from noon to 1:30. And on the 27th of June, he'll be at the Chetco Activity Center playing from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah. I saw him at the Brookings Got Talent at Cisco and the Kids. That was good. It was good. That was funny. Yeah. Hey, and the Mighty Steelheads, they're playing on the 7th at Inateca, 7 p.m. On the 14th at Bumbleberry Inn in Utah. So if you're in Utah at the Bumbleberry Inn, they're going to be there. I don't know what time though. They didn't give me a time, but on the 27th, they'll be back in town here at the Inateca, 7 p.m.
Okay, and the Italian guys, they're playing on the 3rd and 24th of June at Pete's Bar and Grill at 6 o'clock. And then on the 28th, they'll play at Inateca at 7.
Yeah, and then Lon Goddard on the 6th, he'll be at Misty Mountain Brewing from 6 to 8. On the 7th, he'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill. And on the 11th, at Coon Tai, 6 to 8. Then on the 20th, he'll be at Misty Mountain Brewing, 6 to 8. On the 21st, it'll be Porta Pints. I'm sure 6 to 8 on that one. And on the 25th, Coon Tai from 6 to 8. Okay. He'll be back from England, so he's making up for some time there.
There you go. All right. And then JD Drums is playing on the 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th at Open at the Ox with Keith Roberts from 8 to 11. And then on the 13th, he'll be at Oxenfree and Brookings from 8 to 11. On the 14th, he'll be playing at Inateca in Crescent City from 7 to 10. On the 20th, he'll be at Dragonfly Farm and Nursery in Langlois from 6 to 9. And on the 28th, playing at Augustino's Wine Bar in Harbor from 2 to 5.
Yeah, and then at the Inateca, on the 6th, we got the music once again starts 7 on Friday and 8 on Saturdays. On the 6th, they have Black GTO. On the 7th, they have the Mighty Steelheads. On the 14th, JD Drums. And on the 21st, it'll be Line Dance Night again with Stephanie Latoya and the Reverbs from 7 to 9.
Okay, and then Patty Ann's playing on the 6th at Chetco Brewing Co. from 6 to 8. The 20th at Coon Tai, again 6 to 8. And on the 28th at Pete's Bar and Grill, consistent there with 6 to 8 p.m. as well.
Yeah. Hey, and Black GTO on the 6th, the Inateca at 7 p.m. And on the 27th, Porta Pints, 7 to 10.
Okay, and then Disturbing the Peace is playing on the 20th at Chetco Brewing Co. from 8 to 11.
Yeah, and we got one more here with Mike Powell. On the 1st, to be at Augustino's, 2 to 5. On the 20th, Brookings Elks Lodge, 6 to 8. And on the 27th, Chetco Brewing Company, 6 to 8. So that's it for the music.
Is that enough music for you?
Yeah, I think, well, we slid into June and everybody's playing.
And
Exactly. Well, if you'd like to hear your name on there or your band name on there, all you got to do is go to kciw.org and leave a message there, or you can email me at captaincurry541@gmail.com, and there you go. You can hear it here, and it'll go in the Insider too.
All right, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Okay, well, happening at the Chetco Library in Brookings, located at, again, always lots going on. The Chetco Library down at 405 Alder Street in Brookings has a slew of events for June, and let's start with weekly events. On Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., they've got Story Time. That's stories, songs, and games for young children. And at 5 o'clock on Tuesdays, they have a tween club. Youth ages 10 to 13 are welcome to hang out after school and explore new interests and activities every week. And then on Wednesdays at 1:30, they have after-school activities through the end of the school year, and that includes homework help, a creation station, and snacks for school-age kids. And then on Thursdays at 4 o'clock, more after-school activities. And at 5:30 on Thursdays, they have Easy Flow Yoga. This is a free class, and for this class, they do recommend that participants be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. On Saturdays at 1 o'clock, they have Saturday Shuffle. That's Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and more. Gamers of all kinds are welcome to bring their favorite card or board games from their own collections, or browse the library's games and find a crew to play with. And then right now, second and fourth Saturdays at 1 o'clock, they have a free Teens Teach Tech event. You can drop by the library annex with your device or tech questions and get help from a trained cyber senior technology mentor. Our mentors are young people who've been trained to teach technology to older adults, and they're standing by to help with your smartphone, iPad, or computer. And this is a free service. It's presented in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. So, coming up in monthly and special events at the Chetco Library, let me take my deep breath there.
Yes.
May 31st at 1 p.m., actually at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., they have a family Saturday event that's fire trucks and ice cream. Harbor Fire Department, Brookings Fire Rescue, and the Forest Service will be joining us at the library with their fire trucks and Smokey Bear. Families and children are invited to come see the trucks, meet Smokey, enjoy an ice cream. And on the 3rd of June at 3:30, they have a free tobacco cessation workshop. You can join the staff at All Care for a free workshop that includes tips and tricks to help quit the use of tobacco products. Then on the 7th of June at 2 o'clock, they have their monthly afternoon indie films. The library is partnering with the Wild Rivers Film Festival to host free monthly indie and classic film screenings. And this month, they're screening Burst the Silence. Adapted from the Tony Award-winning Signature Theater's 2018 stage production, this film is a moving exploration of truth, forgiveness, and the enduring bonds of family. And then on June 9th, all day long, they've got their Spice World bags. You can take a culinary journey around the world. Their spice bags feature a unique monthly spice from a different part of the world each month. Each bag comes with a tester sample, trivia, and recipe suggestions. Supplies are limited, though, and they are first come, first serve. And coming up for book clubs at the Chetco Library on the 4th of June at 4 o'clock, they have their Voyagers Book Club. This is a fresh, fun book club for tweens and young teens who love diving into stories and exploring new worlds. And the meetings include fun, creative activities related to the book of the month. And June's read coming up, they're going to be discussing The Taken. That's from the series Foxcraft, and that is happening on the 4th of June at 4 o'clock. And June 10th at 5 p.m., they have Club de Lectora. This is a monthly book club for Spanish speakers. It's presented in partnership with the South Coast Equity Coalition, and parents are welcome to bring their kids and enjoy a relaxing, supportive atmosphere. And if you want to find out what June's reading selection is, they ask you to send an email to carolina@southcoastequity.org. And hey, all library-led events and programs are free to attend whether or not you have a library card. And you can get more information about them by calling the library at 541-469-7738 or checking out their events calendar. You can find a link to it at chetcolibrary.org.
Something always going on at the library.
Always. That's just the first half of June.
That's what I'm saying.
Or like the first third of June.
Yeah, I only go so far out, a couple weeks out.
Yeah, stay busy, that's for sure.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Sweet. Hey, One King first annual music festival is going to be happening at Port of Pints, located at Citizens Dock in Crescent City. This is happening on the 31st. Music starts at noon and it's featuring The Way Outs, Monogroove, Shark Tones, Black GTO, Jordan Branch, Snickle Fritz, Dumpster Puppies, and the Mighty Steelheads.
Hey, a big lineup there over in Crescent City. All right. Well, now it's time for quotes from famous people with Cousin Bruce.
Hey, here are a few quotes from novelist Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, born May 22nd, 1859. He says, "Life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man could invent. Mediocrity knows nothing higher than itself, but talent instantly recognizes genius. A trusty comrade is always of use, and a chronicle still more so. And from his literary character Sherlock Holmes, when you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth." Hey, hope you enjoyed these quotes from Sir Arthur Conan Doyle this week with Cousin Bruce. Yeah.
That was a familiar one. I was like, oh, I knew that one.
Yeah, I knew that one too. That's why.
It's been a minute since I read some Sherlock Holmes, but that one always stuck with me.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
All right. Well, the International Yoga Gathering is having their monthly ecstatic dance event coming up at the Grange in Harbor, and this month it's taking place on the 4th of June from 7 to 8:30 p.m.
Yes, indeedy. Hey, and Lucky 7 Casino is presenting Vignettes From Avonlea. This is happening on the 6th, at 7 p.m., on the 7th at 4 p.m., and on the 8th at 2 p.m. And Vignettes From Avonlea is a whimsical dance theater production inspired by L.M. Montgomery's beloved classic. Follow the unforgettable Anne Shirley, a red-headed, big-hearted orphan with a wild imagination, as she finds her place in the quiet town of Avonlea. Let's see, dates and times, like I said, at 6, 7 p.m., Saturday, June 7th at 4 p.m., and Sunday, June 8th at 2 p.m. Tickets can be purchased in the studio online via catchthedancewave.square.site or at Wright's Custom Framing in Brookings or Del Nort's Office Supply in Crescent City.
All right. Well, the Brookings Harbor Education Foundation is having their 8th annual golf tournament, and it's taking place at the Salmon Run Golf Course on the 7th of June. You can register for this event at brookingsharbor-edu.org, or you can contact Brandon Hodges directly by calling 541-813-9303.
You know, that's fun. Just to go back to what the Lucky 7 Casino thing.
Yeah.
I've never seen a play done at a casino before. I don't recall ever seeing a play done at a casino. So
it sounds like it's not happening at the casino itself. It's happening at their event center, and the group putting it on is the Oregon Coast Dance Company.
And that's the Tolowa Event Center.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it's not happening at the casino itself.
Okay.
It's happening at one of their community centers over there on the on the Tolowa lands.
I gotcha. Yeah. There you go. Well, there you go. I'm sorry about my confusion.
And I do believe the company presenting it is not the casino itself, but Oregon Coast Dance is presenting
I'm going to look into that better.
So, again, if you have any questions about that, I guess catchthedancewave.square.site for more info there. Yeah.
Yes.
And you can get all the details there.
Yes, you can.
All right.
We try. All right. Hey, and Elk Valley Casino is presenting Strait Country, Buck Ford's tribute to George Strait. This is happening on the 7th at 8 p.m. Tickets on sale now for $20 in person. Oops, excuse me. Didn't mean that should have been out. Tickets on sale in person at the Points Club booth or online in advance at etix.com and on the day of the events. Doors open at 7 p.m. with the show starting at 8 p.m. Must be 21 or older to attend. Seating is first come, first serve.
All right. And we hinted at it a little while back, but they're letting people know again. Afternoon Indie Films, a free screening of the musical Burst the Silence is happening at the Chetco Library on the 7th of June from 2 to 4 p.m. A monthly film screening for the community, all free. Their afternoon indie film events frequently feature top film selections from the Wild Rivers Film Festival, as well as films of special state or local significance. And June's film selection is Burst the Silence. It's a musical memoir directed by Eric Schaefer. Burst the Silence is a powerful true story about an aging father burdened by a long-held secret and the son who helps him confront the past. As they navigate memory, loss, and reconciliation, a shared musical gift uncovers the one story the father was never able to tell. Adapted from the Tony Award-winning Signature Theater's 2018 stage production, this film is a moving exploration of truth, forgiveness, and the enduring bonds of family.
Yeah, and then they've got the 4th annual Pride in the Park going on the 7th. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is a family-friendly event, afternoon filled with joy, community connection, and pride. Attendees could look forward to a diverse range of activities, including live DJ music, line dance lessons, lip-sync performances. Let's see, they got a resource and vendor fair with information booths hosted by the local community partners and local vendors. We'll be able to share the information and sell their wares to the community. Engaging activities for all ages, including free face painting, multiple crafts in the teen space, and a calm sensory space to hang out in the community building. So there you go. That's happening on the 7th.
And then Creative Juices is presenting a Pints and Paint to Your Bestie event. It's happening at Chetco Brewing on the 8th from 2 to 5 p.m.
Yes, it is. Hey, Manley Art Center has June workshops going on the 3rd. They're creating your haiku spirit. On the 8th, it's the fundamentals of seasonal floral design. On the 17th, it's self-publishing. On the 22nd, it's writing the story only you can tell. And on the 23rd, it's the Manley Sessions acoustic music gathering. For times and registration and more info, you can go to manleyartcenter.com or call 541-469-1807.
All right. And then Southwest Oregon Innovation Hub is presenting Curry County Pitch Night. And this is happening at Mr. Ed's Underground Pub up in Port Orford. It's on the 13th of June from 5 to 8 p.m. And it says food, drink, pitches. For more information, if you want to learn more about this, you can contact Tanya at scdcinc.org. Or, of course, you can call 555-808-7003. All right. Well, now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right. Hey, Cat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that a mummified little person was found by gold prospectors? It's true, and here's the story. Well, in 1932, 2 gold prospectors, Cecil Main and Frank Carr, discovered a cave after blasting a section of the mountainside in the San Pedro Mountains, Wyoming. Well, inside the cave, they found a small mummified figure sitting cross-legged on a ledge. Well, the figure was initially described as a pygmy or little person due to its small size and adult-like appearance. Well, the mummy was brown and wrinkled with a low, flat forehead and flat nose, heavy-lidded eyes, and a wide mouth. Well, the mummy was examined using x-rays, which revealed it to be the body of a very small infant. DNA testing showed it to be a Native American. Radiocarbon dating placed the mummy at approximately 1700 A.D. The mummification was likely natural, with the dry climate of the cave preserving the body. Well, the mummy was displayed in Meeteetse, Wyoming drugstore for several years. It was later purchased by a car salesman who used it as advertisements. And the mummy has been missing for decades, and its current location is unknown. Well, the story of the Pedro Mountain Money is intertwined with legends of little people or pygmies in Native American folklore, particularly the Shoshone legends of the Nimmeregar. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's Bit of Realist with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next week, always keep it real. Yeah, they thought they had a little alien or something. When if you read further on it, it's like they just thought everything but what it was, and everything. But they still don't know what that was all about. You know? Yeah, exactly.
Love a good mystery. There
yeah,
I love when a good mystery finally gets solved.
Thinking it might have been royalty or something, maybe, and something happened. But yeah, it ended up being a little infant, man, and over years.
I wanted to return real quick to the Southwest Oregon Innovation Hub. The reason I sounded so skeptical when I read the area code 555 on that phone number is because it's frequently a spoof phone number for like that's used in like show business, like for a generic area code. So the correct number, I just went and looked it up. If you want to learn more about that pitch night and you want to get in touch by calling, you can call 541-808-7003. Wow. I just want to make sure if people wanted that information, they could get in touch. It's 541-808-7003.
And I saw that on the calendar, too, on the events calendar on Facebook. So there you go. That's what they put out there.
So, well, you heard it here, 541.
You got it.
Oregon
that makes more
area.
sense, too.
Yes. All right, moving right along.
Yes, we are.
The Elk Valley Casino is presenting a comedy night with Mike Muratori, and that's on the 14th of June at 8 p.m. And you can get tickets in person at the Points Club booth, or you can get them online at etix.com in advance, as well as on the day of the event. Doors open at 7:30, and the show starts at 8. You got to be 21 or older to attend. Seating is first come, first serve.
Yeah, and then we've got the Chetco Community Library is having a summer reading program kickoff party. Woohoo! This is happening on the 21st, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. This summer's reading program, Level Up at Your Library. This summer's reading program is Level Up at Your Library, which I should have done. I could have read that better. Yeah, is all ages summer reading program based around puzzles and games. Play is one of the ways we learn to relate to others, to think in new ways, to appreciate the art of storytelling, and to foster friendships new and old. Whether you're playing the STEM concepts or gamifying your reading logs, learning to play a new tabletop game, or outsmarting your first escape room, Level Up at Your Library reminds us that libraries are not just a space for knowledge, they're a space for fun. Pre-register and then drop by all ages kickoff party on June 21st from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. to pick up your shirt, welcome kit, and reading tracker. Choose from a Bookopoly or Dragons and Friends reading tracker, both of which can be turned into games. Earn prizes for reading or attending programs and activities at the library between June 21st and August 2nd. You can visit the website to check out all scheduled events and to pre-register at chetcolibrary.org. And you got more about that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to go direct to there, it's chetcolibrary.org/SRP. Yes.
SRP?
SRP for Summer Reading Program.
Oh, well, there you go.
But yes, the last day to register is the 31st of May if you want that free T-shirt and welcome kit. We'll not turn anybody away if they don't sign up by the 31st. But if you really want that free T-shirt and to make sure you get that, sign up by the 31st of May.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
And it's a cute design this year. It's like this dragon that's like curled up and like sleeping in a little pile of books. Like it's like a little hoard, like a dragon's hoard. It's the cutest design.
It's going in the inside in the paper. I've got it already, and I love that little design.
Oh, it's so sweet.
And I got it. So what I did when I put it in there, I got rid of the May 31st thing. I kind of got rid of all that.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
It wouldn't apply. But the rest of it is applying, and that was cute.
But last chance this week. If you want that free T-shirt, make sure to register in advance at chetcolibrary.org.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we got time for a couple PSAs here.
Yeah, we do.
So the Brookings Recorder Ensemble is looking for people to join them in the exploration and enjoyment of playing music for the recorder. They meet at the Chetco Activity Center on Wednesdays from 1 to 2:30, and you can bring your recorder and a music stand. They will provide the music.
That's right. Hey, I say, time flies when you're having fun. And it did whip right on by there.
Right, yeah.
Hey, we got Brookings Harbor Leos. If you're a teen out there, 12 to 18 years of age, and interested in helping your community and having fun, then you might want to join the Leos. They meet online on the third Saturday of every month. They have fun at a teen hangout the second Saturday of every other month at Harmony Me Music Studio with pizza, drinks, games, and snacks. Then they got the Teens Teach Tech second and fourth Saturdays at the Chetco Library Annex. the recycle program, beach cleanups, helping the food bank, and more. This is sponsored by the Brookings Harbor Lions, and if you want to be a part of this, for an application, you can email brookingsharborleos@gmail.com. So there you go. Okay. Well, I think we're going to tie it up here. So
yeah, I was going to say we've blasted through a lot of material.
Man, we got a lot out there. There's so much going on and everything like that. And I hope everybody, in memory to those who, for all those who gave and those who gave all, we remember and honor. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
That's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week helping us bring our show to the airwaves. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's Insider Report, and please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and listen to all the fine shows they have to offer. And you catch all the show podcasts, including the Insider Report, by going to kciw.org. And you can also check out the live streaming that's available as well. Hey, most of this info for this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon. You can read more by going to the InsiderSouthernOregon.com website, where you will also find the link to the Insider Report. So there you go. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off, so please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey,
we'll see you out there. Bam!
Right.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.